guys, welcome back to Pipro versus YouTube channel where curiosity meets the core. Today we are going to discuss some of the points regarding choosing the right programming language for your project. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to decide what kind of a programming language should be used for your project. So firstly, we have introduction and then we have consideration for the language choice. Popular programming language will have an overview of popular three languages, and then we have language comparison, use case and example, decision criteria, future consideration and decision making processes. We have first of all importance of language choice. Why should we make a language choice? So out of so many languages, this particular language will work for my project. How do you decide that? So the programming language chosen for a project is critical decision that significantly impacts its success. A well-suited language can streamline development, enhances performance and contributes to scalability. Impact on development. The programming languages shapes the entire development process, influencing coding speed, ease of debugging, and overall developer productivity. And we have compatibility with the project goals and team expertise is paramount for a smooth developmental flow. Then we have impact on performance. Different languages exhibit varying levels of performance in terms of executional speed and resource consumption, and we have optimized performance is crucial for application with high computational demands or real-time processing. And we have impact on scalability. The choice of language can affect how well a system scales as its user base and complexity increases. And we have scalability consideration are crucial for application with anticipated growth, ensuring they remain efficient and responsive. Then we have consideration for language choice. So we have project scope and complexity. So scope overview, the scope of a project including its size, complexity and functionality plays a pivotal role in selecting the right programming language. Consider whether the project involves web development, data analysis, artificial intelligence or other specified domains. And we have language suitability. Different languages are optimized for various tasks. Assesses if the language feature align with the project's requirement. For example, web development project might benefit from the languages like JavaScript, while data heavy projects might lean towards Python. Moving on, we have the performance required. So the performance expectations. So performance required such as the executional speed, the resource efficiency are vital consideration when choosing a programming languages. Analyze whether your project demands high speed processing, real-time responsiveness or efficient memory management. The language criteria, certain languages like C++ or Rust are known for their high performance capabilities, making them suitable for resource intensive tasks. Evaluate how well a language aligns with the performance expectations set by your project. Then we have consideration for team expertise and skill set. So current team skills. Assess the existing expertise and skill set within your developmental team. A language familiar to your team can accelerate the development process and reduce the learning curve. The learning curve consideration. Introducing a new language may require additional training and time of your team to become proficient. Evaluate the balance between the leveraging existing skills and introduce a new one. Collaboration and communication. Seamless collaboration is crucial. Choose a language that enhances effectiveness and communication and collaboration among the team members. Consider factors such as code readability, community support, and shared understanding within the team. So, what are the popular languages? We all know Python, Java are one of the, and C++ are also very popular language. So, we'll have an overview of all these three. So overview of Python. Python is a versatile high-level programming language known for its readability, ease of use, widely used for web development, data analysis, artificial intelligence and scripting. What are the key features? Clean and readable syntax, extensive standard library, strong community support, and the use cases is basically web development, the Django and Flask are used, data science, NumPy and Pandas, artificial intelligence and machine learning, which includes TensorFlow and PyTorch as the libraries. Moving on, we have JavaScript. So we have core role. JavaScript is scripting language primarily used for front-end development. Enables interactive and dynamic user experiences in web browser. The key features includes asynchronous programming, cross-platform compatibility, rich ecosystem with frameworks like React and Angular and Vue. Use cases are again front-end development, web development, building interactive web pages, server-side development, and Node.js. Then we have overview of Java. First of all, Java is known for versatility. Java is a general purpose object-oriented programming language known for portability and platform independent. Commonly used in enterprise level application, the key features include write once, run away anywhere, which is WORA philosophy. Then we have strong type system, extensive libraries and frameworks. Use cases include enterprise level application, mobile application which includes Android, server side development, example Spring and framework. Moving on, we'll compare language comparison, syntax and readability. So syntax should be one of the things that should be compared. Syntax refers to the structure of rules governing the arrangement of code in a programming language. Readability is the ease with which the code can be understood. And we have Python's strength. Python is renowned for its clean and readable and concise syntax, utilizes the indication for block structure and reducing the needs for braces. Moving on, we have JavaScript dynamism. JavaScript syntax is dynamic and versatile, enabling both functional and object-oriented programming paradigms and can be more permissive, allowing developers flexibly including styles. Java's formality. So Java syntax is more formal and strict, enforced requirement a semicolon at the end of the sentences. Use curly braces to define the block structures. Moving on, we have to compare the performances. Execution speed. Performances refers to the speed at which the programming language executes code, influences the responsive of the application and efficiency in resource usage. Python's trade-off. Python prioritizes developer productivity over raw executional speed, ideal for application where performance is not a primary concern. Then we have community and support. Community dynamics. A strong active community is essential for language development, support and continuous improvement. The community contributes lead to extensive libraries, frameworks and resources. Python's vibrant community. So Python boasts a large and diverse community with widespread adoptions in various domains, abundant resources, documentation and third-party packages. Then coming to community and support for JavaScript utility. JavaScript has a massive community driven by freelance web development, flourishing the ecosystem with numerous frameworks and libraries. Java enduring support. Java has a mature and well-established community, particularly in enterprises development, strong and corporate support and wealth of the libraries. Moving on, we have use cases and examples. So we'll first see Python's use cases. Python is obviously used in web development. Python frameworks like Django and Flask power dynamics and scalable web application. And we have data science and machine learning. Python with libraries like NumPy and Pandas is a go-to language for a data analysis and machine learning. Coming to automation and scripting, Python simplicity makes it ideal for automation scripts, allowing tasks to execute with minimal code. Examples: Instagram and Pinterest use Django for web development, TensorFlow and PyTorch are popular Python libraries for machine learning. So the use cases for JavaScript includes front-end web development. JavaScript is fundamental for creating interactive and dynamic user interface on websites. And we have server-side development. We have Node.js enables JavaScript to be used. And then we have server-side development unifying the language across the full stack. Later we have web application and framework. We have popular frameworks like React, Angular and Vue.js leverage the JavaScript for building robust web applications. And examples include Facebook uses React for its user interface and Node.js powers server-side applications for companies such as Netflix and LinkedIn. So what are Java use cases? We have enterprise level application. Java is widely used for developing large scale enterprises level application, mobile application. Android applications are predominantly developed using Java. And we have server side development. Java's robust makes it preferred choice for server side development, especially when framework like Spring. Examples include Apache Hadoop, a big data processing framework is written in Java, and we have Android OS relies heavily on Java for app development. Moving on, further decision criteria. So, what are the key things to be considered before making up a decision? We have to look through performance required, assess the performance needs, the project consideration, execution speed, memory usage, and scalability. Development speed, evaluate how quickly the team needs to deliver the project and whether the certain languages facilitates rapid development. And we have community and support, consider the strength and vibrancy of the language community as it impacts available resources and problem solving. Scalability, which uses analyze the scalability requirement to ensure selected language aligns with the project anticipated growth. Moving on, we have to also prioritize identifying priorities. So establish a hierarchy of priorities based on the project specific needs and goals. And trade-off, recognize that a certain language may excel in some aspects while making trade-off in others. Flexibility versus performance, consider whether flexibility in development or peak performance is more critical for the project. Team preferences, understand the preferences and strength of development team to align the language choice with their expertise. Moving on, we have trade-off and compromises. Performances versus developmental speed. Acknowledge that the languages optimized for development speed may not always offer the highest performances and vice versa. Community size versus specialized needs. Choose between the language with the large communities and broad use cases versus those tailored for specified domains. Learning curve versus existing skills. Consider the learning curve of a language versus the team existing skills and expertise. Scalability versus resource efficiency. Recognize that the optimizing for scalability may involve compromise in resource efficiency and vice versa. Then moving on for future consideration, we have to consider the scalability and the future growth. So what are the key points to be considered for future consideration? Firstly, scalability requirement assess how well the selected languages support scalability and the ability to handle increased loads. And then we have future growth application. Consider the project's potential growth and whether the chosen language can accommodate expanding user base. Basis the feature set. Frameworks and tools. Evaluate if the language has robust frameworks and tools that facilitate scalability. Case studies. Examine whether the case studies of the projects have successfully scaled using a chosen language. Moving on, we have emergency technology. So we have to consider the emerging technologies. So firstly, technological landscape. Stay abreast of emerging technology and trends shaping the tech landscapes. And we have language relevance. Evaluate how the selected languages aligns with the emerging technologies such as blockchain, AI, or decentralized application. And then we have community innovation. Explore the innovation and experimentation happening within the language community. And we have future proofing. Choose a language with a community that actively integrates new technologies, ensuring future relevances. Moving on, we have to consider flexibility and future changes also. So we have to consider project evaluation, considering how well the chosen language accommodates changes in project requirements and functionalities. Common community and adaptability. Evaluate the responsiveness of the language community to change and update. Migration strategies assess the ease of migrating to a different language or incorporating new technologies in the further. Long-term viability, ensure that the language has a roadmap for continued development and support. So finally, decision making process. Firstly, to start that, we have to plan and analyze. So define the project requirements. Clearly, you can define it. Clear articulation, the specific requirements and objective of the project. Assess the team expertise. Evaluate the skill set and familiarity of the development team with different programming languages. And we have scalability projections, project future scalability needs based on anticipated growth and user interaction. Create a decision criteria, establish criteria that align with the project goal, encompassing performance, scalability, and community support. Moving on, we have evaluation and testing, prototype development, development prototypes, or small scale projects using potential programming language to gauge performance and development speed. Performance benchmark. So conduct a performance benchmark to assess how each language meets the project speeds and efficiency requirements. Community engagement, engage with language communities, forums and support channels to evaluate the level of community support. Gather the feedback, collect the feedback from the development team and stakeholders during the evaluation process. Final decision, review the evaluation findings, summarize the key findings from the evaluation and testing phases, consider the trade-off, revisit any kind of trade-off or compromise made during the decision-making process, align with the project goals, ensure the final decision aligns with the project's overall goal, and prioritize, document the decision, document the rationale behind the final decision for future references and transparency. That's it for today. So hope you have a clear idea of choosing what kind of a language to be used with your team or for yourself for your kind of project that you're using. Thank you so much for watching. If you have learned something from this video, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Comment on if any other topics need to be covered in this segment. Thank you.